In this video, I'll show you alternatives to Alibaba, sites that you can source products for your Amazon FBA business or to your e-commerce Shopify store. Hi, this is Tomer from sourcingmonster.com, where I share videos, updates, and tutorials about Amazon FBA and e-commerce. All the information and the videos that I share with you here are completely free. Now, as we go through the video, if you find value in it, make sure you give me a thumbs up and you also subscribe to the channel to get updates and notification when I upload new video related to Amazon FBA. Now, all links for everything I'm going to mention in this video will be down below in the description section. I'm going to start reviewing the websites, the sites like Alibaba, alternatives for you. They are not really sorted by which site is better, honestly, and I'm sharing this information with you. I did try to find alternatives, and I did find through global sources, but other than global sources, I didn't really source from any other website. I feel that Alibaba is more than enough for everyone, but in specific niches or specific countries where your items are located at, like India, Vietnam, and stuff like that, you might not be able to find them on Alibaba. So that's why I'm sharing these websites with you to really show you all the info here. So we'll start with global sources. So let's open it and we'll just review it together. Let's just open it here. The way it looks, it's very similar to Alibaba, by the way, and it works the same. I'm not gonna review each site, what are the really how to use it and how to really explore it, because it will take. But still, I want to open it and see, and show you how things work there. Let's try to search for hair towel, for example. If you're following my videos, this is an example that I like to show. So it's very similar. It shows you here the supplier, a little info about them when you go over with your mouse over the supplier name. It says how long they are with global sources, what is their specialty of product, some verified information like the business type, and what is the response rate. More than 72 hours. That's a really long time. If someone answer for my inquiry after 72 hours, for me, it's not a supplier or a factory that I want to work with. Here you have some filters that you can use. You have verified business type, exporter, manufacturer, wholesaler, importer, agent. This is a really cool feature that I don't think exists on Alibaba, because a lot of time you talk with suppliers on Alibaba, but there are agents, there are sourcing agents, or there are trading companies, and you want to deal specifically with the factories. So this is a really good thing to really work with. Another cool feature that I see here is the verified product certificates. If you're following my videos, I mentioned previously that I got hit by Amazon and they wanted me to show proofs and certificates for all the toys that I send in one of the categories or one of my brands. And if I knew, like, if I know now what I knew, like, I'm sorry, if I knew what I know now, I would ask for certificates for my suppliers earlier. So this is something to consider as well. You have, of course, the pricing and more features. To me, it looks like it's more robust website with more features than Alibaba. But at the end of the day, you need to go where the manufacturers and suppliers are. I know that global sources are expanding and they're becoming bigger, but still there are not any, like, they're still not at the level of Alibaba. But let's review what are the pros and cons of global sources. The pros, they have high quality suppliers and less middlemen or trade companies compared to Alibaba. The cons are that the getting quotation is harder, as you need to prove yourselves or give them your company details and MOQs before they give you a quote. So, sometimes just to get a quote could take or have a lot of work. So that's something to consider. The next one on our list is DHgate. So DHgate, it's a website that I know it as, B2C website, like business to customer and not B2B. But I know many people that are actually sourcing products for their Shopify store from DHgate. So again, it's very similar. You have the categories and some things here on the top, and you can search for hair towel. And the filters are like that, countries, ship to, prices. As you see, you can have like superior suppliers like filters and stuff like that that could help you. So it's very similar like that. The pros for that you have tons of products, many products to choose from with smaller MOQs. MOQs here, if you can see, the quantity is 80, but let's put like 10. Let's see if it allows. So the minimum order quantity is 80. So 80 means that, it's not a lot. If you talked with Alibaba suppliers, usually the MOQ is 500 or 1000 units. So 80, it's not a lot at all, and it doesn't really put you in big risk if the product is going to be a failure. The pros again are escrow service, payment service that holds your payment until you have received, checked your item. This is great, and it's similar to Alibaba Trade Assurance in some way. The cons, prices are more expensive because of the lower MOQs and because they're dealing with customers as well. Lots of trade companies and middlemen, lots of defective or low quality products. This is something that, I would say don't take it that seriously, because obviously you have to check the quality, you have to validate this, so it's not a big deal. Then we have AliExpress, which is also owned by Alibaba. Let's open it. And AliExpress became very, very popular lately all over the world. I'm from Israel. In Israel, many people that I know order from there, even though it takes them 30, 40, 60 days to just receive the items. But the great prices are really appealing to people. So that's something, to really look into. So let's write hair towel and let's see what we're coming up with. So as you can see, the prices are much higher. I do see here one for 30 cents, which is, in my opinion, crazy how they do it. The shipping is 249. Um, but still, it's a good price, 147 orders. Look at the quality pictures. I like to do a lot of research here for my products. So if I would say hair towel, I will look for hair towels and just look at the pictures, how they make them. And it helped me give specs to my photographer. The pros are that some items showing on Alibaba but requires lower MOQ. There are also their own escrow service for additional fee. The cons, more expensive of course than Alibaba. Lots of trade companies and middlemen. And the quality of products, like the previous website, it's not really big difference. If you're following me, I showed a couple of videos where I introduced 1688. It's a really great way for me. If you, by the way, check the free training that I have, and I show how to negotiate with suppliers. And one of the techniques that I'm sharing there is by going to 1688. There is a whole like process that I share with you there. So it's a free training. You just put your email, and on top of that, you get into my newsletter list where I share tips and updates that I don't share here. So go and check the description below to how to negotiate with Alibaba suppliers, and I explain about 1688. It's very powerful. I'm not gonna, you know what? Let's open it. Very similar. I call it the Chinese Alibaba because it's like Alibaba just in Chinese. And you can use the translation like it did automatically here, and search for stuff. I'm not sure if I'm gonna search in English if it will do the translation. Yeah, so it kind of work here as you can see, but it's I show the techniques there how to find good prices there as well. But let's see the pros. Lots of suppliers to choose from. Great website to get lowest possible quote for your product. Great website to check price of products. That's true. And you have many, many suppliers that are on 1688.com, but they are not on Alibaba.com due to the language barrier. HC360, this was part of the research, but I wasn't really familiar with that. I see that it's also in Chinese, so I guess it's the same thing as 1688. You have they're also like that. Then we have global sources for some reason again. So these are the sites as alternatives. Now don't have to use them just as alternatives to your products. You can use them in different really ways. You can use it for product research. You can use it for specs for the photographer, like I mentioned before. You can see how they are laying out their items, how they describe it, copywriting. You can get a lot of ideas from that. And of course, source products. That's the idea, of course. So I hope those alternatives helped you find products that you couldn't find on Alibaba, or you just educated yourself more with the alternatives to Alibaba. And thank you very much for watching. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you didn't subscribe. Help me reach more people, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.